it's Mary, and I'm back with a 12 by 12 scrapbooking layout process video for you today. Today I am working with my very first project for Citrus Twist Kit Club, and I'm working with the October kits, and these are just so fun and playful and gorgeous. I am just super excited to dive into this. So you guys are watching my process right now, just kind of picking papers, and I picked 3 that I thought went really well together, and I'll be focusing just on those 3 papers. So to start off with, I'm taking this exclusive Citrus Twist Kit paper, and it has X's, or they kind of look like stitch marks, and they're in rainbow color. They've got red and yellow and green and blue, and it's just a really fun, playful paper, and I thought that the colors went great with the rainbow colors that were going in the pictures. My daughter and I, we were sick this day, and so we stayed home from church on Sunday, and we had a Play-Doh congregation that morning. We ended up getting her dollies out and her stuffed animals and made some Play-Doh cakes and cupcakes, and it was just a lot of fun with the 2 of us. And so they were very, very playful pictures, and normally I would have done pictures that have a lot of colors in black and white, except for I felt like if I did that, I would really lose the feel of the playfulness that went on that day. So I embraced the color, even though the colors might not be what I normally would want in my photos. And I'm just trying to pick papers that really play off of that. So you saw me fussy cutting the Paige Evans floral paper. It's a really fun, beautiful paper, and that is from Paige Evans's new line, Turn the Page. And then the twine that I'm working with up top, I'm trying to play around with the placement there of where I want my photos. That is from the new Maggie Holmes carousel collection. And the washi tape that I'm using right now, they look like little dolls, and so I had to use it, right, because we're playing with the dolls and doing a cake party, and it was super, super fun. So I did a little peekaboo behind the fussy cut florals that I did, and I'm just trying to layer everything up on the bottom so that the top doesn't look so top heavy. I decided to go ahead and pull apart the big twine that I got in the kit, and I loved the way that the fibers from that twine loosened up, and it kind of gave it this whimsical tassel feel, and that is where this layout really started to take place for me. I really wanted that whimsical, playful feel because we were being playful and very creative and imaginative and kind of creating our own magical moment together. And so I decided, as you saw before, I kind of took a strip that I had ripped from that Citrus Twist paper, exclusive paper, and I put it up top, but then I took it off because I felt like it was just too top heavy, but it still needed a little bit of a something. So I ended up taking some of that floral washi tape that had a scallop border to it and adding it to the top. So now what I'm doing, and these clips didn't come in the Citrus Twist, they were part of my stash, but I wanted to hang the pictures off of that kind of thread fibery rope that I had created at the top of the page with the Maggie Holmes twine. And I grabbed my clips, my wooden clips, and these are just like mini clothespins, and I thought it would be fun to add some of that washi tape on top of those clips to give them a little bit more cohesiveness with the colors that I was using. And I really loved the way that they turned out. So all you got to do, and I should have zoomed in a little bit for you, but all you got to do is just stick the washi tape down and then take the edge of your scissors and cut closely to the wood, and it looks perfect, and it doesn't come off. It stays really, really well. I really like the washi tape book from Paige Evans's collection because the washi tape is really durable. It's not like a cheap washi tape that'll just come off over time. So I ended up gluing it down, and inside my fine line bottle, I have the Scotch quick dry adhesive, and it's really durable so that the clothespins won't move around, and eventually when everything dries, it's not going to slip around and it'll lay exactly how I want it to lay. And then I'm going to start building up my photo cluster down on the bottom right, and that's the picture that I really wanted to focus on because Abby's leaning in to blow out the pretend candles that we made. So I wanted to back this paper with something that was subtle, wouldn't take away from the rest of the busyness that was going on with all of the colors on the page. So I grabbed that Maggie Holmes carousel polka dot paper. Now this is my favorite paper from her line, and I'm so excited that I got some in my kit. And then on the back of the specialty paper that we got in our kits, in the main kit, it has like this black and white polka dot on it. So what I decided to do was use that side of the ticket paper instead of the colorful side. And that kind of added that, it didn't add it like a second color. It added that neutral that I really needed down in that area. So I kind of liked how that turned out. Turned out really fun. So I'm going to pop that up on some foam. This is just craft foam from Walmart. It has a sticky back on it, so I only have to adhere one side of it. So this will kind of pop the photo up with a little bit more dimension, and then I'm going to clip the photos into the clothespins now that they're all dried and aren't going to move around. Then I'm going to kind of fiddle around for a few minutes to figure out where I want the embellishments. The embellishments that we got, the ephemera pack, are from the Turn the Page collection as well, and so they're really playful and storybook kind of feeling, and so I just wanted to, add in things that might not make sense because obviously we're doing things that don't really make sense. We're creating a tea party for dolls and stuffies. So after I glued down the twine a little bit, I just didn't want it to shift all over the place. I really like how it looked like it was moving, but it wasn't moving. So it just added some whimsy that was confined and constructed. That's how I like it. It's like organized chaos. And then I'm going to glue down this cute little snail down on the bottom left. I end up kind of tearing that off again to pop it up on some foam because I felt like it was just a little too flat. And I'm going to sit here for a second and look at something. I don't know what I'm looking at, but magical just stays put for a minute. So at this point, I'm kind of thinking, where do I put the magical thing? And then I thought, well, I'll get out some thickers and maybe I'll put the title here. So these are also the thickers that come with the Turn the Page collection. And I end up putting moments with the thickers, and I thought magical moments because it definitely was a magical moment. And not just for the pretend play that we were doing, but just taking this sick day that both of us were really just not feeling good and making the most out of it that we could. We just did something that was super light activity and hung out together while the boys were at church. And just had some pretend playtime for a little bit. So I'm going to pop everything up on foam a little bit. And that gives it the feeling that it's kind of hanging off of a clothesline. And here you see me ripping off that ephemera piece, but I do cover it back up so it doesn't distract from anything. It doesn't look like I ruined it, even though it does right now. That's something that you'll definitely see from me. If you're new to our channel and haven't seen our videos before, I like to stick things down and then I pull them back up. I commit and then I decide I don't want to commit. And it kind of goes with my personality. That's funny. So Abby is over there on the left playing with some of my stuff. She often makes an appearance in our videos, or in my video. And I took some of the stars off of the Citrus Twist exclusive enamel circles stickers, which I absolutely love. I'm distracted. I'm distracted by Abby's arms. She's so cute. And I do not ignore her, even though it looks like I'm ignoring her. I'm talking to her and I'm acknowledging the stickers, and I know that she's pulling stickers off and looking at them, and I'm totally fine with that because you know what? It's just paper and it's just stickers. And if one gets ruined, then that's fine. But guess what? She has never ruined a piece of my scrappiness since she was born. And that says something. So I'm a firm believer in letting your kids just have fun. So at this point, I'm thinking, well, I really like the look of sprinkling the little stars all over the page. I already knew that I was going to add some kind of splatter to it. And I really loved having the little circles on there as well. What else could I add to kind of add to this sprinkled effect? And then I remembered there was the butterfly washi tape in the Turn the Page washi book. So I decided to put it down on some cardstock and just fussy cut them out. And it was exactly what this layout needed. I loved the way that this turned out. And then you'll see me go ahead and stitch those down in a few minutes. But I'm just going to go ahead and finish up placing the ephemera down before I go to town with the stitching. This little piece is from, the quote is from an Alice in Wonderland quote, and this came with the cut aparts, that's Swiss exclusives they put in there, and it says, sometimes she believed as many as 6 impossible things before breakfast. And this was all like first thing in the morning, and it was just the perfect thing to add to this layout. So there I went ahead and stitched all of this stuff down. I used some yellow thread, which really brought the yellow and the flowers out, and then the yellow and the candles. It's kind of the underlying accent color besides, you know, the pinks and the blues and everything. I just love that pink and the teal and the pop of yellow right now is so me. I'm loving every second of it. So I almost put down some of the mint colored Heidi Swap Color Shine, and then I thought, nope, it needs gold. So I went to town with some gold Heidi Swap Color Shine, and that's going to complete my layout, you guys. This was such a fun layout to make, and thanks so much for joining me today. If you liked what you saw here, go ahead and click the subscribe button, because what do you have to lose? I mean, really, you get to hang out with me and create pretty things together, and you get to see my crafty bestie, Kira. So if you are already a subscriber, you will already have fallen in love with us, and our subbies can testify to the fact that it's worth sticking around. Anyway, loved having you. Thank you for joining us on our scrappy adventure, and we'll catch you next time. Bye.